Gentlemen, welcome to Texas. This is our new Mach 30. So here in South Texas, we've assembled a crew of guys. We have world champions. We have world record holders. We have the group of guys that is hands down very few people on the planet can hold a candle to. If you wanted to take a team of 5 guys and have anyone else in the world create a team, this would be the team to do it. Dave Cousins, he was the first man to stand at 18 meters and shoot a 5.99, which is 59 times at your thumbnail, never miss. When he did that, that record stood for 21 years. He's the greatest archer on the planet, hands down, nobody can argue it. It is the truth. You can hear a pin drop and not miss. Chris is the guy that went through an entire weekend at the Super Bowl of archery and never miss. That's who Chris Shaft is. Who is Darren Collins? He's the greatest bow hunter in North America. What else do you want to know?
Darren Collins has completed 1 Super Slam already.
He's working on a second with only like 3 animals left to complete it. Darren has been in target archery longer than I've been alive. Greg Glessinger is the pioneer of whitetail management. He has 3 deer over 200 inches, 17 Boone and Crockett whitetails. He's just a whitetail hunting legend.
Dude, I'm pretty excited to shoot this thing. This is a mean looking little package.
It had me at hello, bud.
It just popped.
Yeah.
It looks insane.
The buckskin, bro.
Yeah, it looks gold to me, but.
Yeah, right here.
Yep, the bronze inlays are, yeah, it's.
Make a bow that light that spits an arrow that hard. Pretty cool feat.
Yeah, it's a rock. It's a rock. Comes down on the target, settles real good.
You know, what's impressing me standing on this side without shooting it is how dead and quiet it is. You're stacking them.
Well, I mean, it sounds like it's shooting pretty good, right?
You're
Whenever
stacking
you can hear
them.
your arrows and you don't have to spot them, something's obviously right.
I'm definitely closer to center on that one. Yes, I am. Must be a light bow because you just backed it down to the target to pull arrows.
Carried it.
Might be the most stable platform carbon bow I've shot. I mean, I'm normally a guy that, loads my bows up with stabilizer weights to get them to hold steady, and I could actually use a carbon bow, set it up light, how it should be used for, and not have any issues with it.
What really impresses me is the stability of a 30-inch bow.
Yeah, so like when you're shooting steep angles like this, like up in northern Washington, like the deer I got last year was at like 46 degrees downhill.
With a shorter bow, you can go even further in those situations.
This platform is great.
Be behind a bow that is producing the speeds that this thing is at roughly 340 feet per second, and then deadness on top of it. It's the combination that any bow hunter is asking for.
McNeely came in my office and we had this quiver on there, and I was like, because you know how quivers line up, like it was kind of in that same ballpark. I'm like, dude, what if we just put a quiver onto the sidebar? Comes back like an hour later, he's like, dude, that's a good idea.
Now you put that quiver there, it just sucks everything tighter. I put a sidebar on my hunting bow still because of the quiver weight. With this one, it's not needed.
Thought of it, they integrated it. It's a functional thing that serves a true purpose.
They've added features to this bow out of innovation, not just to add features.
They listened.
When you integrate and put everything streamlined like that, pretty cool, pretty sleek package.
It's nothing like I've ever experienced. That's what's so crazy about it. From a hunting standpoint, they didn't miss anything.
The new roller guard does absolutely make it smoother, and cam efficiency is jumping through the roof. It also increases speed because there's pressure on the cables, right?
I'm a big elk hunter, so I'm always on the ground, trying to call in elk. Hopefully you don't hit the branch at the wrong moment to, make noise. Where this one here is way more maneuverable in that aspect,
What we're doing in the tree stands and ground blinds and heading out west and climbing mountains, this thing is going to be absolutely a joy to hike around. I am blown away. I can't wait to take this thing to the field.
It doesn't feel like a carbon bow on the shot. Typically you get a super light carbon bow, you get a little bit of reaction to it. This thing's dead. Tree saddle guys, ground blind guys, I mean, this thing's gonna be super, super nice.
The 30-inch package really, truly blew my mind. You can almost watch every single arrow hit behind the pin. It was a great experience.
You know, I've shot everything in North America. There's not an animal that we have. This bow at 60 pounds wouldn't be more than adequate to properly go after, and probably more like 50 pounds, honestly. I think it's gonna be my favorite hunting bow of all time. I mean, I'm terribly impressed.
They brought it to a new level when they came out with a Gen 4 riser. Every single time they just keep stepping the game up.